Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. SGA from distance.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got a shadow in out there.
Tatum inside. They kick it out to Porzingis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thunder leading by 4. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Tatum with a steal. White with it. No points so far. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Left side Porzingis. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Thunder with a lead. .44 seconds left in the third quarter here. Now Caruso. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. .23 seconds left to play in the third. Caruso, left side. Second shot opportunity. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Outside Tatum. Shakes him. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Thunder up 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up top, Hartenstein. Boston pulls it in. Outside Tatum. Down low. Horford, left side. Back to Tatum. To take the lead. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
There's the double team with Horford. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Oh, they get a hand on it. And the shot goes in. And the Thunder lead by 4.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Brown looking around. Outside Holiday. Brown with a screen. Holiday with the ball. Caruso covers. Tatum from long range. He can't get that one to fall. Thunder leading by 4. And here's Hartenstein. Dort outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. And stolen by Brown. Outside Holiday. Back to White. Now here's Brown. Up top White. Right wing. And here's Horford for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA takes it himself. And the basket is good. Now it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. White for 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
They've done very, very well in transition. Problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Connects from downtown. And the Thunder lead by 6.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
And foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Pass to Holmgren. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Holiday. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Oklahoma City.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
There's so many plays where Drew Holiday will show you just how creative he can be with the basketball. Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Brown with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Outside Holiday. To shoot. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Tatum to tie it up. Back to Porzingis. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Dort, right side. And here's Caruso outside. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston on offense. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th. Pass to Holiday. Back to Tatum to take the lead. And he drills the triple! So it's the Thunder now.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, great.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Screen by Porzingis to the inside. And that one is off. Good D by Holmgren. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Clock is at 3. Off target from outside. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Three-pointer. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Holiday. Now Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Got one on Holmgren. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Shot clock at 5. Back to Holmgren. Nobody near Williams. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. To the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander. Poked away. Taken away by Holiday. Here's Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Thunder off to a quick start here. Pass to Holmgren. The 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Here's White, defended by Caruso. Holiday looking for an opening. 4 on the clock. Tatum gets the bucket.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
The Thunder leading by 6. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Over in the corner, Caruso. Holmgren wide open. Porzingis with the rebound.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Back to Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Porzingis can't hit.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Over in the corner, Williams. Holmgren the screen. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Caruso. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Over in the corner, White. Now here is Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Down low. To the paint. Here's White. It's deflected. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here's Holmgren from the arc. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Thunder. They're up by 9. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Now, here's Holmgren. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. It's deflected. And stolen by Caruso. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Celtics trailed by 9. Back to Holiday. The kick out to Brown. Hits the three-point bomb. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. Could be really effective at any position on the floor.
Brown outside. Left side, Porzingis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Tatum on the wing. To Porzingis. And the The dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the rebound.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
It's good.
Yeah, that's tough for the defense. Porzingis inside. I don't know who defensively is going to get to him.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Left side, Tatum. Right side, Holiday. Brown outside. Clock at 4. Pass to Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Now just a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
And Porzingis just pouring it on here from the inside.
Now Holmgren lets it go from deep. Hits it from 3-point range. Holmgren's got 9.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on White.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Picked by Williams. Pass to Holmgren. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%. And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Now here's Tatum. It's White on the wing. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now here's Williams. Stolen by Tatum. One-on-one fast break. Outside Holiday. A floater. Tatum's shot is off. The Thunder leading by 6. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5. Stolen by Tatum.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
3 points. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. With the ball. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Here's Hartenstein. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder lead by 3. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Outside Tatum. Shoots over Dort. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Holmgren. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Holmgren's got 14 points for the game.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And the dunk by Horford.
Pretty strong and physical that time from Al Horford on the inside.
Outside, Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Dort's got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. Stolen by Dort. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Now here is Holiday. Outside Tatum. No good on the triple. Here's Oklahoma City. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Over in the corner, Williams. Over in the corner, Dort. And the Thunder, another three.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
White, wide open. He fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder, another three.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
And it's White missing. The Thunder leading by 14. Pass to Dort. 18 feet out. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Pass to Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Celtics trail by 14. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's White. He's got 8. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Holmgren. Over in the corner, Dort gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dort got 16.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Inside, here's Horford. No good with the layup. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Williams. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder out in front. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Celtics trail by 19. Screen by Porzingis. In the corner, Tatum with it. Takes the three. Sinks the triple. Tatum's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Boston.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the Thunder making a change here. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And here now the Thunder. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Outside Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Celtics trail by 18. The kick out to Brown. Tatum wide open. He fires one. No good on the three. Here's Oklahoma City now. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Kept alive. Towns. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Anunoby. Inside. Achua. The dunk by Achua.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now here is Hachimura. They set the pick. Reeves outside. The Knicks pull it in. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has she shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Here's Towns. Got it. Good job in the low post.
That, to me, is about Karl Anthony Towns carving out position on the interior. Such a pretty play.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. And expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Towns. And Doncic gets it to go.
Yeah, Doncic is used to and accustomed to all this contact. In fact, you get the sense he loves and relishes this kind of play.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The free throw drops for Towns. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now here's Towns. 6 points for him. It will not find the hoop. It's his 3rd miss. He has made 2. Pass to Hachimura. Back to LeBron. Out to Doncic. Oh, good with the triple. The Knicks leading by 4. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Towns with it. Shoots over Doncic. Picked away. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Lakers now. LeBron outside. Reeves outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knicks on offense. Towns with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively.
Well, don't sleep on the foot speed of Karl Anthony Towns. He's a factor in transition.
Pass to Hachimura. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Achua. The Knicks leading by 6. Brunson outside. To the middle. There's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Pass to Hachimura. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Towns. He's got 10. The kick out to Anunoby. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Hachimura. Finney Smith with it. And here is Hachimura. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Knicks. They lead by 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for New York.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith increasingly efficient offensively. Good feel for when to rise and fire.
Pass to Bridges. Now, here's Anunoby. No scoring in this one. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
LeBron going to work inside.
It's trouble. I mean, if LeBron James is in the painted area, everybody's got to be prepared to contest. This guy too good in there.
Brunson outside. Pass to Achua. Here's Towns. Puts it up from 15. And it's Luka with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
The Lakers in the lead. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Doncic with it. Bridges covering. Here's Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to James. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Knicks trail by 3. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now LeBron. 6 points for him. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
Yeah, not a lot to be done if LeBron gets a solid screen in a pick-and-roll set like that one.
Fast break, the Lakers.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far. The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. So it's the Lakers now.
Number 30.
Reeves in the corner. On the mark with the 15-footer. Reeves has got 5 now.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now Brunson, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Brunson down the lane. The shot's good. Brunson's got his first points in this one.
If Brunson sees any daylight, he's going to attack. Did just that on the drive.
Here's Doncic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Count it, good. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, this guy has been on a mission. Karl Anthony Towns will not be denied on the offensive end of the floor.
Doncic with it. Hachimura, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. LeBron, left side. Pass to Hachimura. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Towns, the screen. Brunson. And Towns throws it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers lead by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Lakers leading by 8. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
New York moving it around. Back to Achua. Brunson outside. And James pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by LeBron James. LeBron finishing the fast break.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Towns in the corner. Brunson outside. There's a screen by Achua. With the clock winding down, the dunk by Achua.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Now, here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Towns. Knicks trailed by 10. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
On the court, your height.
Minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Anunoby. On deep, Brunson. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Reeves outside. Knocks down the three ball. Reeves has got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Towns with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses. Fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
For New York, they have had two chances at the line already, making them both. The free throw off from Anunoby. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat and offensive rebound and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
A baseline J. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a three-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
Picked by Finney-Smith. Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 6.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
His second personal foul. The 4th team foul. Shooting for New York.
And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
Second free throw, no good. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
Now, Anunoby, following Hachimura's three-point attempt.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Here's Doncic. Wow, Doncic so good off the bounce.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Los Angeles making a switch here. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Wright. Anunoby in the corner. Offline with his 3. Los Angeles leading by 9. Reeves outside. At the elbow, Doncic. Ron right side. And it's Connect in the corner. Hands it from downtown. Connects. Got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Wright looking around. Outside for Robinson. And Connect comes to help. A wide open look here for Wright. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Anunoby outside.
Anthony
5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Austin Reeves picks one up.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now, he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Doncic outside. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Bridges outside. Anunoby has the open look. Drops in the tray. Anunoby's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New York. James down the lane. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Pass to James. On the wing, Reeves. To the left wing. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Knicks trail by 9. And here is Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
On the wing, Reeves. Out to Doncic. Back to Reeves. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two. Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Towns wide open. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
Doncic to the rack. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shots.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
Pass to Towns. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Now here is Hachimura. Back to Reeves. The trade. He's off on that one. Achua with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Doncic, here we go. In a wide open look for Hachimura. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Lakers lead by 10. Brunson, left side. New York moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by LeBron. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They get it back. Six on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. The Knicks pull it in. And it's Towns penetrating. Doncic with the steal. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that